Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a review of Horror in the Woods by Lee Mountford. This is a book of extreme horror, alright? So it's a pretty simple book too, simple and straightforward. You got 4 young hikers. You got Tim, you got Ashley, you got Craig, and you got Kim, alright? Tim and Ashley, they're kind of a new couple, kind of feeling each other out or whatever, getting to know each other a little better. Craig and Kim have been together for a while, and as you read along, you kind of realize that these two are pretty much getting tired of each other, all right? Anyway, they are hiking through, I'm not sure what woods they're hiking through, but anyway, Tim is kind of the de facto leader. He pretty much knows where he's going, and, you know, they hike across. Well, anyway, they come across a body, and it is the body of a man who not only has his face been removed and hung on a tree, he's also had both his eyes gouged out, and he's bound and tied, all right? So 3 of them, Tim, Ashley, and Kim, are like, let's get the hell out of here. We can call the police and they can come back and do what they need to do. But Craig has to be the type, and this is not the type I would be. I am sorry, I would just tell you flat out. If I'm walking through the woods and I find a dead body with his face removed, I'm getting the hell out of there. There's nothing I can do for him, and I'm just going to call the police and then come back and take care of it. But, of course, Craig has to be like, well, we can't leave him here like this. Yes, you can. Alright, sorry it sounds cold, but I'm just telling you, you can do that, but he doesn't want to do it, and that gets their ass into big trouble. They run into this family that is supposed to be kind of a legend or kind of a fairy tale or a folk tale, but they run into the Webb family. Now, the Webb family is not exactly, well, let's put it this way, they didn't invite them in for tea and crumpets, unless you want to consider the fact that they are the crumpets, all right? So one thing you got about it is you got this big old fella named Henry. Henry is supposed to be humongous, but he has this childlike voice. He is immensely large, but he's quick, and he is, to put it mildly, fucking strong, all right? So they take Craig, they break Craig's back, they truss him up, you know, get him ready. He's dinner. All right, let's just put it this way. He is dinner. All right, and that's pretty much the intention they have for all of them, is that they are going to become dinner. There is a little more to the story than that. I don't want to go too far into detail, because there is just a few little twists and turns here and there, but that is essentially the basis of the story. One other thing about it, or 2 other things actually, is there is also Grandpa. And Grandpa is something or someone or some, I don't know what, but you don't want to meet Grandpa. All right, let's just put it that way. And then there's also a little bit of betrayal, also a little bit of a weaker character growing stronger or becoming stronger, you know, out of determination and out of a need for survival. That's basically what you have with Horror in the Woods, all right? So, I enjoyed the writing. The writing was great. The story was great. There are some really brilliant moments of extreme horror in this. It does get pretty nasty. All right. But at the same time, and this is the reason why I'm giving this 3 stars, at the same time, I found myself comparing this to, first of all, an earlier novel, and also to a couple of movies, okay? The movies I kept comparing this to, of course, were Wrong Turn, you know, because they're the same basis. Hikers running into cannibals or the inbred mutant cannibals and stuff like that, and meet a grisly end. Also, I kind of compare this to something like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which has pretty much the same premise. and also has a heroine who does everything she can to survive. And I'm talking about, of course, about Sally from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, and then the other one I compared this to, and I kind of used this novel as a measuring stick for backwoods extreme horror, and I am of course talking about Jack Ketchum's Off Season, because I'm going to tell you flat out, if you ask me, Jack Ketchum's Off Season is the epitome of backwoods redneck cannibalism, mutant inbred, whatever you want to call it, horror. It is the one that you just have to measure all the other books like that to it. And to be honest with you, I didn't feel like Horror in the Woods quite held up to those standards. Don't get me wrong, it sure as hell tried, but it just didn't quite reach that height. You know, and I might as well say it's kind of unfair of me to give it 3 stars, but that's what I'm going to give it. I felt like something crawling on me. Anyway, because you can't, I don't know, I feel like you can't out-catch 'em, okay? Anyway, that is my review of Horror in the Woods. Now this, it says on Goodreads that this is book 1 in the Extreme Horror series. I think the next one is called Tormented, and then the third one is called the Netherwell Horror, or the Netherwell Terror. I can't remember. I don't think you have to read these books in order. I think they're all kind of a separate piece from each other. So, and I've got all of Lee Mountford's books on my Kindle, and I do plan on reading them. I've already read one, and I think I read it out of order. So I'm going to go back. I may give a reread on it, but that was the Mark, which I don't think I should have read that one first, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that is my review of Horror in the Woods. 3 stars. Great moments of gore to me. Great moments of extreme horror. Nice, neat, nifty little package of a storyline. Just didn't quite measure up to, like I said, the king of extreme horror, or the king of backwoods horror, Jack Ketchum, and Off Season. So anyway, that is it. There's my review. It's Saturday evening. I'm going to post this on Monday. And so you guys enjoy your weekend, and please be careful out there and stay safe. And take care and stay scared. Bye.